In this video, we listed the 5 best cabin tents that are available on the market for their true quality. Actually, I tried to make the list based on their popularity, quality, price, durability, user opinions and more. If you need more information about these products, please check the description section below and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get future reviews. It's done, let's dive into the video. Number 1. Coleman Cabin Camping Tent. If you enjoy sitting in front of your tent while being out of reach of bugs and insects, the Coleman Cabin Tent with screen room was designed to match your needs. Furthermore, the screen room has a front cover to keep away the rain and wind. This tent is roomy. It fits one queen airbed with a little bit of extra room for your stuff. Not a lot, but then you have a screen room. An extra person can sleep in the porch area. Still, I would prefer to fit 2 chairs in there enjoying a cup of tea or the sunset. Weather-wise, you should be well protected in this tent. I love the design of the rainfly. It fully covers the whole porch area and the front part of the tent. At the back, it doesn't extend fully to the ground but covers windows, roughly halfway through. This nice design tweak will still keep you fully protected from the rain. But, you can leave the top part of the windows unzipped to allow decent airflow in rainy conditions. Speaking of the ventilation, it's simply remarkable. Large windows, mesh roof, and ground vents ensure amazing ventilation in all conditions. Users commonly praise how the tent performs in rainy conditions. One caveat, though. A screen room has a bathtub floor separated from the sleeping area, but it's lying flat at the front. In case of flood, water may enter the screen room. That being said, there's a mesh strip on the porch floor to allow water to drain to the ground. Number 2. Browning Bighorn Tent 5. Like to carry lots of stuff and gear on your camping trips? Like tents that feel like a living room? Check out the Browning Camping Bighorn Tent 5. The declared capacity is 5 people, but as usual, it means you can pack them in, shoulder to shoulder. So, it's a tent for 2 or 3 people. And they are going to love the interior of this tent. Measuring 10 by 8 feet, with straight, almost vertical walls, and a high ceiling, it's really spacious. You will notice it from the moment you step into it. You can fit one queen-size air mattress in it and there will be plenty of room left. So, in terms of space, you'll get great comfort and livability. A freestanding design is stable and reliable. Nevertheless, the tent comes with steel stakes and guy lines. So, use them anyway to secure your tent as you never know when the wind may pick up. The tent should perform well in rainy conditions as well. The rainfly doesn't fully cover the tent, but it extends a bit over the roof and creates a small awning above the door. While full coverage is desirable, it is still better than covering the roof only. The bathtub floor is somewhat thin, although it has a 2000 mm waterproof rating. I would back it up with a tarp underneath to prevent rips and tears. No info is available on the waterproof rating of the rest of the tent. It may be the same or, more likely, lower than the floor rating. While many users claimed it withstood some heavy rain, I wouldn't recommend it for the wet season. Yes, it may hold well, but it is designed primarily to perform in nice weather. Number 3. UNP Tents 6-Person Tent. If you want to save some money but still get a decent and spacious tent, the UNP Tents 6-Person Family Camping Tent might be the best choice. This cabin tent is roomy and very comfortable for 3 people. The dimensions are 10 by 9 feet, with a ceiling height of 78 inches. So, there's lots of space, and you can stand in the tent while changing or walking around. The setup is also very easy, and 2 people can get it done in 3 to 4 minutes. Truth be told, the rainfly is a bit more difficult to set. It fits pretty tightly and needs to be positioned correctly. While declared as a 4-season tent, make no mistake and forget about winter camping. It has a waterproof rating of 1000 mm, which is not very high. It means it can handle light rain and that's it. Considering the price, this tent comes with several unexpected and convenient features. There's a protected e-port to plug your devices and bring electricity into the tent. Ventilation is also great, thanks to the large mesh roof and low side vent. This design allows high-low air circulation, making sure to keep you cool in warm weather. Roof vents can be closed from the inside. You can stash your small items in a gear loft and two easy-to-reach mesh pockets. On the downside, it's probably not the most durable tent. It is made of solid materials, but one tent pole always appears to be too long. As a result, you need to create a lot of tension to fit it into their sleeve. Several impatient campers have managed to tear the sleeve while setting the tent up. Number 4. Coleman 8-person cabin tent. Do you need a large tent capable of coping with weather adversities? The Coleman 8-person Tenaya Lake cabin tent will not disappoint you. It really offers great value for money. It most certainly stands out for its great waterproof record. A great number of users came through rainstorms, staying dry and safe in this cabin tent. Even though the rainfly covers only the top of the tent, the walls proved to be waterproof as well. As for space, it's a large tent, but don't try to fit 8 people in there. Yes, it's possible, but not very comfortable. If you place 2 queen air mattresses, side by side, you'll still have about 3 feet strips of free space on 2 sides. Oh, and there's a generous headroom with a peak height of 6 feet 8 inches. So, it's spacious enough to enjoy your trip even when it's raining outside. Apart from the basic, and most important, features, this tent offers a couple of rare tent amenities. How many times have you struggled with the door zippers? Well, you can forget about it with the Coleman Tenaya cabin tent. A hinged door makes it so much easier to get in and out. Velcro tabs keep the rigid door closed. You still have a zipper that goes all the way around the door, in case you want to seal it firmly. And the icing on the cake. The tent has a built-in closet with a couple of shelves and a hanger bar. And it doesn't take any space on the inside, because it sticks out of the tent. Number 5. Eureka Copper Canyon LX6. I'm putting the Eureka Copper Canyon LX6 first, not because it's the best performing, it's not, but because it offered me the best value for money. If you take a look at this chart that I created, mapping out the manufacturer's suggested retail price, MSRP, against how well each cabin tent performed, for its relatively affordable price, the Eureka performed way better than the rest. The peak height is a full 7 feet tall, and even after I stretched my arm upwards as much as I could, and I stood on tiptoes at the same time, I still couldn't reach the top of the tent. The only way I can actually touch the top is if I jump a little bit. This is a picture of me securing the Velcro on the carry bag of the Eureka Copper Canyon LX6. You can see the Velcro closure, where my hands are, and 2 black zipper tracks as well. However, because of the massive structure and vertical walls, I found that the Eureka catches wind very easily. Once, I didn't stake down my Eureka, and it blew away in a very light wind, at most 5 miles per hour. And all the guy lines are on the rainfly. So, when you remove the rainfly on sunny days, the tent won't be able to take anything more than a light to moderate wind. I also did have to seal the vertical seams running from the top of the tent down to the floor. Weirdly enough, mine only came inverted, and not sealed. Thankfully, the rest of the seams are taped.